You worked all day, answered 50 emails, attended 4 meetings, checked your phone 200 times. And yet, what truly felt complete? In a small Zen monastery in Kyoto, monks wake at 4 a.m. They don't check their phones. They don't multitask. They do one thing at a time. And they achieve more in silence than most people do in chaos. There's an ancient Zen teaching: the mind is like water. When it's turbulent, it's difficult to see. When it's calm, everything becomes clear. Modern life has gently taught us to mistake motion for progress. We have slowly grown used to the feeling of being busy because it makes us feel important, needed, alive. But busyness can sometimes be a soft noise that hides our inner stillness. In Japanese culture, there's a concept called Ichigyo-Zammai, absolute concentration on a single act. When a tea master prepares tea, there is only tea. When a calligrapher writes, there is only the brush. No phone on the table. No thoughts about the next task. Just this. The Zen masters understood something we often overlook. Distraction does not begin with devices, but within the mind. You can sit in perfect silence and still be scattered. You can be alone in nature and still be checking mental notifications, replaying yesterday's conversation, rehearsing tomorrow's meeting, editing your self-image. The noise isn't external, it's internal. There is something gentle but important to notice. Every time you switch tasks, your brain needs up to 23 minutes to fully refocus. So when you check your phone every 5 minutes, answer emails between projects, and juggle 3 priorities at once, you're never actually focused on anything. You're just skimming the surface of everything. Japanese craftsmen spend years perfecting a single skill, not because they are slow, but because they understand the quiet value of depth. One masterpiece is worth more than 1,000 half-finished projects. So what might change if you gently tried Ichigyo-Zammai? What if, just for 1 hour today, you did one thing with your full attention? Not one thing while listening to a podcast. Not one thing with your phone face down beside you. One thing, completely. The Zen master Dogen wrote, "To study the self is to forget the self." When you're fully absorbed in your work, truly present, there's no you left over to feel busy, to check the time, to wonder if you're being productive enough. There's only the work itself. Perhaps the way forward is not to do more, but to do less, completely. Imagine your day restructured around Japanese principles. Morning starts with one intention. No email until one deep work block is finished. Meetings are one at a time, fully engaged. Afternoon has one priority. Evening isn't catching up, it's completion. At the end of this day, you wouldn't have touched 50 things. You may complete a few things that truly matter. And you'd feel the difference between exhaustion and fulfillment. At the end of this day, you wouldn't have touched 50 things. You may complete a few things that truly matter. And you'd feel the difference between exhaustion and fulfillment. So here is a small invitation. Choose one thing for tomorrow. Not your easiest task, your most important one. Offer it your complete attention. No phone, no multitasking, no guilt about everything else. Just one thing done completely. Because in Zen, as in life, the way you do one thing gently shapes the way you do everything.